Imagine a society with zero poverty, zero crime, and perfect justice. Now imagine the architect of that utopia being completely annihilated by the very god he worshipped. This is the story of Emperor Mahabali. In ancient texts, he is categorized as an asura, a term loosely translated as a demon. Yet today, millions of people still worship him as the greatest king to ever live. If a ruler is universally loved and his society is completely flawless, why would cosmic law demand his absolute destruction? Ancient mythological conflicts rarely operate as simple battles between good and evil. Instead, they are structural. They are about maintaining the delicate, mathematical balance of the universe. Mahabali was born into a rare era of peace. As the grandson of the devout Prahlada, he belonged to a noble lineage that had managed to bridge the ancient divide between the Devas, the gods of the heavens, and the Asuras. But that peace collapsed when Indra, the king of the Devas, disguised himself as a wandering sage to exploit the generosity of Mahabali's father. Using this disguise, Indra stole his protective crown and struck him down. His father was dead, but the Asura guru, Shukracharya, used ancient rites to pull Mahabali himself back from the brink of death. Resurrected and enraged, the young emperor made a vow to dismantle the power of the Devas. He succeeded. Mahabali launched a massive campaign, conquering the heavens and uniting all three worlds under one royal banner. By ruling with total justice, his dominance became absolute. The Devas were entirely displaced, wandering without purpose. Mahabali had effectively erased the necessary duality of the cosmos. With the Devas rendered obsolete, their mother, Aditi, pleaded with the supreme preserver, Lord Vishnu, to correct the structural collapse of reality. Vishnu answered by appearing as Vamana. As we can see in this historical stone sculpture, Vamana was a diminutive figure, a dwarf Brahmin carrying a simple umbrella. This avatar was designed to challenge the emperor's intellect, not his army. The timing was critical. Mahabali was in the middle of conducting his 100th Ashwamedha Yagna. Completing this final sacrifice would mathematically lock his empire in place forever. When the radiant young Vamana walked into the ritual grounds, Mahabali was captivated. Operating under the strict rules of royal hospitality, the emperor immediately vowed to grant the boy absolutely any wish he desired. His military could defeat any force in the heavens, but the emperor's unyielding commitment to generosity created an opening that a warrior could never exploit. Vamana's request seemed minor. He didn't ask for gold or cities. He simply asked for a plot of land 3 paces wide, measured by his own feet. Guru Shukracharya recognized the danger. He warned the emperor to stop, explaining that this beggar was a cosmic trap, Lord Vishnu in disguise, coming to dismantle the empire. Mahabali listened to the warning, then chose to proceed. He decided that breaking his word as a king was a worse fate than losing his wealth. He poured water to legally seal the contract. Vamana shifted into his Trivikrama form. The silhouette rapidly expanded to encompass all physical reality, earth, sky, and space. With one step, Vishnu covered earth. With his second, the heavens. In 2 paces, he filled the map, leaving the emperor legally dispossessed of all territory. Vishnu looked down at the displaced king. With the entire universe occupied, he asked where the legal space remained for his third and final step. Mahabali bowed down and offered his own head for the final step. To honor his contract, he surrendered his own physical autonomy. The heavy foot pressed down, pushing Mahabali into the underworld. But Vishnu was so moved by the emperor's integrity that he bound himself to serve as the Asura's eternal gatekeeper. The intervention reset the world's hierarchy. Mahabali lost his throne, but the gods granted him a status no other Asura had reached. He became the standard for absolute devotion. Before leaving for the underworld, Vishnu granted Mahabali a final clause, a boon allowing the emperor to return to the surface world once a year to inspect the welfare of his people. That annual return is the origin of Onam, the massive harvest festival celebrated in the tropical state of Kerala. During the festival,
people create intricate floral carpets known as pukalams. They arrange these colors at their doors to show their returning emperor that his vision of a prosperous, happy society remains alive. The physical empire Mahabali built is long gone, yet his name survives through the act of inviting him back. His legacy is defined by the one thing he refused to lose: his word.